What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, the other day started a brand new event within Black Ops 6, and of course, I kept my expectations extraordinarily low because I felt like it was going to be a big waste of time, and obviously, as we fast forward to current date and the event drops, yeah, I expected it to be exactly that. Again, people are probably going to be salty with my opinion on this one, but again, I like to stay up to date on everything that's happening within Call of Duty, and I have to be real with you guys. This event is a massive waste of time, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys exactly why. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content just like this, don't forget subscribing to that bell. I post daily here at 8 Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch. And actually, this Saturday, we're going to be playing some Battlefield 4, 1, 5, and 2042. So if you guys are interested and you want to hang out with me or even hop into the lobbies that are always open, by all means, you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now this new event is called Clover Craze, and basically, throughout every single game, you'll find, clovers obviously dropping on bodies. Pretty much the same exact mode we have been playing within every single event. We never get anything new or fresh. It's just, go pick up clovers. I mean, they did add in a little something else to spice it up, where it's a leprechaun floating in the sky every now and then, and if you shoot up the leprechaun, it drops a bunch of clovers. But that's it. That's the only brand new addition to this, the style of game mode that they keep incorporating into the event. And I'll be real with you guys, I'm getting kind of tired of it. I really wish they would have expanded a bit further. Like, for example, in Black Ops 4, what was that one game mode in multiplayer where it was this big pot of gold and you had to basically go and grab? So I forget exactly what it was. But again, like all these other COD games come in with actual cool events. They change up game modes and they give you fresh things to rock with to make you feel like you are in, an event. An event is supposed to be exactly that, not just, a little something to add on to the base multiplayer experience that we're already playing. It's the same thing, right? You go into Domination, you pick up clovers. You go into Hardpoint, you pick up clovers. You go into TDM, you pick up clovers. It's the same exact thing over and over and over again. It blows my mind because apparently Microsoft is investing in so much AI, you would think that they would be on top of adding in something fresh into the experience, but sadly, it seems that we got to deal with the same exact style of, like I said, event. But, honestly, if it has good content, then who cares, right? Although me personally, I don't know about you guys, I would personally like a specific game mode or a map or anything to give us vibes for this event. That would be phenomenal. But at the end of the day, if the rewards are worth it, then, I'll be happy with this event. Oh boy, I'm just going to flash it up for the screen for you guys. Let's just check this out, baby. Here we go. The first one, the Archie's Fortune Spray. The Pot of Gold Emblem as the second one. The Patty's Pal as a weapon charm. A calling card for the 4th edition there. Moving on here, once again, we go to the Fly Swatter wild card for the 5th one, which is, not too shabby. But again, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm probably not going to rock that much because the LMGs take down streaks just as fast. I don't really need 2 rocket launchers on my class right now, but it is what it is. And then the final unlock is for Warzone. So the whole list here for the event is worthless garbage. You could say what you want to say, but let's be extraordinarily real and honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's going to be using the emblems. Nobody's going to be using the calling cards. Nobody's going to be using the sprays. Maybe someone will pull out with the weapon charm, but it's going to be highly unlikely. Again, the wild card is cool and all, but again, I don't think it's that game-changing to really make anybody want to invest time into doing the same boring game mode that they do with every single event. Maybe if it was something, spicier, it would actually be fun. You know what I'm saying? And people would be more encouraged to finish the event because the game mode is cool and unique and it gives you something different to play. But like I said, it's the same event that we always get. You play the same game modes that we have always been playing with clovers or pickups added into the mix of it. So it just adds a little something different, although it's the same exact experience you've been witnessing since day one. So, it's really nothing special and not really any reason for anybody to want to hop in and try it out. And when it comes to the wild card, you can just get it in the armory afterwards, Why waste your time going around with all the sweats? Because let me tell you guys something. After this event dropped, the sweats are out in full force. Nobody is using anything besides a Jackal, a KSV, Ames, or a Krig. So if you guys are not in the mood to deal with the ranked side of this game and unranked, then I am going to probably tell you it might not even be worth hopping into the experience. But like I said, why would you hop in? Why would you torture yourself? Why would you play such a boring game mode when all you have to do is wait 14 days and you can just unlock it in the armory? Man, you could just do it for free. Do a couple of challenges and bam, the wild card is yours instead of going through the sweatiest experience known to mankind while playing, like I said, a boring game mode that's not even enticing enough to bring anybody into the experience. But lastly, guys, you guys probably already saw it, we got a weapon blueprint here. And you know, Black Cell is looking extraordinarily basic, as it always does. I mean, every Black Cell camo looks the exact same way. You know, the fire coming out of it, you know, the black with, you know, accents of like orange or whatever it is and red. Literally every Black Cell skin is the same. I don't know how they keep getting away with this, with, you know, making it seem like it's worth money when they literally just keep reskinning the same Black Cell camo and putting it on every gun in the game. But what really is supposed to be interesting here is the base camo, because the base camo is actually different. But even this camo is not worth your time. Ladies and gentlemen, just look at it. It's not even animated. It's not even animated. I don't understand why they keep producing camos that nobody is going to want to use nor grind for. I don't understand what's going on behind the scenes with Treyarch, but their event game is garbage. I'm just going to say it, man. I know, like I said, I know I piss people off when I speak my opinion about Call of Duty, but I'm passionate about this franchise, and I want to see them turn this ship around. But my God, how are you going to bring people back into the game when you don't even offer good enough rewards to make them want to hop into the experience? It's like, oh, if you really want something, pay for Black Cell. But for anybody else who paid for the $7,200 version of the game, you're screwed. You get the most bare minimum, basic content known to mankind. It doesn't even shoot tracers. They could have at least made the clovers rotate around the person. I mean, and guys, they're using the same character from the Archie event from Christmas and just rehashing it over to, you know, the Clover event and putting on a leprechaun outfit onto Archie. Nothing different, nothing unique. Probably an event that took them 3 seconds to go ahead and put together. And they're expecting to milk cash out of people to go ahead and get Black Cell to get the best part of this event. Because let's be real here, everything else is useless. Why would you play this event besides the wild card? The only thing that's really worth it is, again, the final Black Cell skin. And I mean, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's the same skin as all the other Black Cells. But at the end of the day, that's the only thing worth it within this event pass. And on top of that, like I said earlier, they keep incorporating Warzone features into these event passes. I keep saying it time and time and time again. But if Warzone and COD have to be intertwined, they must separate Warzone. Nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to grind through the multiplayer experience and grind through the event doing so to unlock content for Warzone. It makes no sense whatsoever. Don't get me wrong. I understand there is a community for Warzone, but if they love a Warzone that much, if Warzone is that much of their breadwinner and they adore it so deeply, then why don't they make a separate event for Warzone? Why don't they have separate rewards and separate things that you can grind for that you could do specifically in Warzone? I don't want to see Warzone perks in my multiplayer event grind. I want to see multiplayer perks. I want to see aftermarket parts. I want to see cool animated skins, camos that actually look nice. I'm telling you right now, again, everybody talks the talk right now, and they say I'm so annoying because all I do is complain about the game. Oh, wah, wah, wah. But if this were Sledgehammer right now, we would have had a banging event right now. We would have more than likely had a revamped map to fit the vibes of this event. We would have more than likely had at least one aftermarket part within this event to give us something fun to grind for. And also, the camo would have been animated, guaranteed, not a singular doubt in my mind. And on top of all of that, we would have more than likely seen a multiplayer perk added into the mix. I know everybody says, oh, that's so much work for Treyarch to do and for Treyarch to produce this. Guys, we have to stop saying this. This is a multi-billion-dollar franchise, people. I'm not joking. They make billions every year. With that type of cash, I expect above and beyond when it comes to these events. I expect what I just listed, a perk, an animated skin, and an aftermarket part, I expect more from them, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Sledgehammer literally released something every week for their game. No, nothing else under that should be acceptable in this community. Nothing should be acceptable under that in this community. I don't know how people are okay with this. And I know people are going to defend it. But in my eyes, this event was an absolute waste of time. And I can't suggest any one of you guys to go forward with your days and grind this out. There's nothing worth it for you. Do you want a calling card? Do you want an emblem? Do you want a freaking weapon charm? If not, then don't bother. The final camo is a waste of your time. It's not going to be fresh whatsoever. You're going to look like an absolute clown rocking it. And on top of that, the wild card, I mean, like I said, how many times are going to use that? From my experience, when it comes to pulling out rockets, I only pull out rockets when they call in an AC-130 or a chopper gunner. And in all reality, that's even hard enough to do in the first place, because by the time I get one rocket out, if I'm lucky enough, I already get beamed out. So how in God's name am I going to get a rocket out, or multiple rockets out of my first one, and then go to another rocket to continue trying to take down an AC-130 or chopper gunner, if I can barely get one rocket out of the gun itself? Right? Like, it's a cool wild card, don't get me wrong. But is it worth wasting your time in this game, sweating your life away? Not even close. Not even in the slightest. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sit here and yap your guys' ears off. You already heard my opinion about this event. Please go down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about this event. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? And if you do think it's good, please tell me why. Do you enjoy the emblems, the calling cards? Do you think that's worthy content? I have to understand. I have to understand. But for me personally, Treyarch has almost failed every single event when it comes to this game. The best one was probably the TMNT event, because it came with it came with a special game mode, which was fun. It came with the grind map that was revamped to fit TMNT. Still, it could have done better, but it was at least a little bit more effort, that they put into it. Every other event is just a waste of time. Absolutely every other event is a waste. The only thing I look forward to with these events is the new limited time modes, because all the limited time modes have reduced skill-based matchmaking, so it makes it more casual. That's it. Every single time it's unlocks, I haven't used one of them. The Squid Game unlocks, never used any. The TMNT unlocks, haven't used any. This unlock, haven't used any. They are all hideous and useless things that they're introducing into the game. Besides some of the perks that they introduce, here and there. But the perks are pretty much already mandatory. We already know they're coming from the roadmap. I'm talking about unique event content, skins, camos, operators. Unless you go ahead and upgrade to Black Cell, you're not getting any of that. So it is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget subscribing at that bell. I post daily here at 8 in Eastern Time. And if you guys are interested in my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.